Okay, so I hope my voice is audible, right? So mechanical measurements in metrology. So now today we are going to see about motion. So generally motion is nothing but it is like a movement. The movement may be it may be the acceleration, or it may be the displacement, or it may be the speed, or it may be the velocity, all those things, right? So from today we are going to learn how to measure displacement, right? So the learning outcome, the learners will be able to select suitable instruments for measuring motion such as displacement, right? So these are the content we are going to see. One is resistive type displacement measurement, inductive type, LVDD, and capacitive, piezoelectric, and Hall effect sensors. Hall effect sensors. So these are the some of the content we are going to see. So first one, the introduction to motions, right? So motion generally it is mean by physics. So in physics, the phenomenon in which an object changes its position over a time. So for example, motion அப்படின்றது ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா the object changes in particular time. So the phenomenon in which an object changes its position over a time, we can say it's a motion. In mathematically, it is described in terms of displacement, distance, velocity, acceleration, speed, and time. So this all comes with the motion. So for example, if you consider motion of your body, then you can say it is observed by attaching a frame of reference to an observer and measuring the change in position of the body related to the frame with the change in the time. So for examples, if I want to measure the motions, so ஒரு body ஒரு motion நான் மெஷர் பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்னா, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஹியர் ஐ ஹேவ் ஒன் பர்சன்ஸ், ரைட்? ஸோ ஒரு பர்சன் இருக்காரு. ஸோ நான் இவரை எப்போ நான் ஒரு மோஷன் ஒரு மூவ் பண்ணுறாரு அப்படின்னு நான் எப்போ சொல்லுவேன் அப்படின்னா, இஃப் ஹி ட்ராவல்ஸ் திஸ் டைரக்ஷன், ரைட்? ஸோ இஃப் ஹி ட்ராவல்ஸ் திஸ் டைரக்ஷன், ட்ராவல்ஸ் பண்ணுறப்ப ஸோ ஐ எம் செட்டிங் த ஃப்ரேம் ஹியர். ஸோ ஒரு ஃப்ரேம் செட் பண்ணுறேன், ரைட்? ஸோ ஃப்ரேம் செட் பண்ணுறேன். ஆஃப்டர் பர்டிகுலர் டயத்துக்கு அப்புறம் அகைன் ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு அனதர் ஃப்ரேம். ஸோ இந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து இன்னொரு ஃப்ரேமுக்கு மூவ் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா we can say it's a motion, right? So measuring a body observed by attaching a frame of reference to an observer and measuring the change in position of the body to the frame with change in the time. So if an object is not changing relatively to a given frame of reference, then the object is said to be the rest. So object in the reference change agala appadina we can say it's a the object should be in rest, or it is a motionless, or immobile, or stationary. We have variety of terms. So generally, if an object is moved from one location to another location, it is called as the motion, right? So we have types of motion. It may be the displacement, it may be the speed, or it may be the velocity, or it may be the acceleration. So we have four kinds of motions. We have four kinds of motion: displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration. So from our syllabus, we are going to study all those things, right? So we are going to study how to measure displacement, what are the devices we have, what are the principles which is used to measure displacement. The same way, we are going to study about speed and velocity as well as acceleration, right? So the first one, displacement measurements, right? So the displacement, generally it is a vector representing a change in position of your body or a point with reference respect to the reference. So displacement is nothing but it is a vector. So it has magnitude as well as direction, right? So it has magnitude as well as direction. So it is represented as a vector quantity, or it is represented as a changing position of your body or a point with respect to reference, right? So displacement measurement often used interchangeably with the distance measurement. Measure the distance between the target and sensor or transfer. So we may have some confusion related to displacement as well as distance, right? So generally distance is a scalar quantity, displacement is a vector quantity. So distance, for examples, here I'm going to compare this distance with displacement. So distance is the measure of how much ground an object has covered during its motion. So how much covered, this is what distance. Displacement refers to the measure of how far out of place an object. So for example, the person A, right? So he is the person A, he walks this direction up to 3 meter and 5 meter, again 3 meter and 5 meter. So for this case, if you consider distance, you need to 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5, it should be 16, right? So if you consider as a 16, so here I am not considering about anything about direction, I am considering only the magnitude. If I want to calculate the displacement, then I need to consider direction. So this one is if I am considering that this side, it may be the positive, this may be the positive, this may be the negative. The same way, if this may be the positive, this may be the negative. So negative. So if you want to calculate the displacement, then 3 plus, right? So 3 plus 5 plus 8, again minus 3, again 5, 5 minus 5, 0. So displacement is to be 0. Here, because here I am representing, I'm considering direction also. So distance is a scalar quantity, displacement is a vector quantity. So again, distance, the complete length of path between any two points is called distance. Displacement is the direct length between any 2 points when measured along the minimum path between them. So this is what displacement. Distance is also a scalar quantity. It is only depends upon magnitude and not the direction. But displacement, it is a vector quantity. It is also depend on magnitude and direction. Right. So again, distance has only positive value, but displacement, it may have 0 or negative, or it may be the positive. It depends on our direction. Right, so this is a comparison between distance and displacement. So our objective is I am going to measure displacement, not a distance. So if I want to measure the distance, then I can easily measure with the help of nominal scale, right? So nominal scale or other scales. But here I am going to measure the displacement, right? So here I am going to measure the displacement. So being a fundamental quantity used for measurements of many derived quantities such as force, pressure, acceleration, velocity, etc. So why we need to measure displacement? Right. So why we need to measure displacement? Because displacement is the fundamental quantity to measure other factors like pressure, acceleration, velocity, etc. One of the example is Bohren tube. So this is one of the device which is used to measure the pressure. Bohren tube. It has a C-shaped structure. We are going to measure the pressure with respect to deflection of C tube or displacement of C tube. So displacement is used for measure other parameters, right? So other parameters like what is pressure, velocity, acceleration, etc. Right? So the displacement plays a major role. So we have two types of displacement, namely linear displacement. Another one is the angular displacement. Right, so we have two displacement. Linear means it could be a straight line, right? So linear motion measured in few microns to few centimeters. If it is an angular measurements, it is a rotational movement. It may be measured from few seconds to 360 degree, at max 360 degree. Right, so this is what types of displacement. Right, so in our syllabus we have a displacement transducers. Right, so we have a displacement transducers. So first of all, we need to know what is meant by transducer. Right, so the transducer, it is a device which converts one form of energy into other form of energy. So for example, if you say IC engine is one of the transducer because it converts fuel energy into mechanical energy. In other way, if you say hydraulic pumps or other pumps may be the transducer because pumps, it is transfer mechanical energy into hydraulic energy. So if any device which converts one form of energy into other form of energy, then we say it's a transducer. But in often we may confuse with the sensor, right? So sensor is a device which sends the output, right? It won't do any process. So sensor is only give the signal, not a process. So sensor sends the physical changes occurs in the surrounding and converting it into a readable quantity. Right. So for example, in our air conditioner and all, we have a sensors. So if you fix the temperatures, assume that you may fix 25 degrees Celsius. So the sensor will sense the environmental temperature. If the temperature may gets more than 25, then it will give the signal to the system. Then the system will reduce the temperature. If in other way, if the temperature, if the sensor temperature will reduce less than 25, again the sensor will give the signal. The processing unit will do the increase the temperature. So I need to insist one point. So transducer sensor is only do the signal. It sends and gives the signals, right? But if you want to do some working, then you need a transducers, right? So transducers they have a sensor as well as signal conditioning. Sensor and signal conditioning. So functions it converts now one form of energy to other form of energy. It's a transducer. In sensor, it is a detects the changes and they induce the corresponding electrical signals. Right. So examples are it may be the proximity sensors. So it is used to measure the position, magnetic sensor, accelerometer sensor, light sensor, etc. So these are some of the sensors. If you consider transducer, thermistor, potentiometer, thermocouple. So thermocouple is one of the instrument which is used to measure the temperature. So normally what thermocouple do means it converts thermal energy to voltage difference. So that we can easily measure the temperatures. Right. So transducer it is a device which converts one form of energy into other form of energy. Right. So transducer again it converts one form of energy into other form of energy. We can say IC engine is one of the transducer or other pumps, motors, all those things. We may say as a transducer because it is used to convert one form of energy into other form of energy. So we have electrical transducers. Right. So electrical transducers it converts non-electrical energy to electrical energy. Right, so define electrical energy means it converts non-electrical energy to electrical energy. What are the output? Electrical energy output. So I can say actually electrical transducer output வந்து electricity ஆகும். எதுல இருந்து வரும்னா non-electrical energy. Right, so it converts non-electrical form of energy into electrical. So there are two types of electrical transducers. So electrical transducers is used to measure displacement. That's why we are going to study. Right, so transducer we have two types: active as well as passive. So active in the sense we know that active is passive are the same meaning, active and passive. In active we have three kind: piezoelectric transducers, photoelectric transducers, thermoelectric transducers. Similarly we have a passive, we have three types: resistive transducer, inductive as well as capacitive. Right, so first today we are going to see only active transducers. So active transducer means again it is electrical transducer, so it converts non-electrical quantity to electrical quantity. So produce one electrical quantity such as voltage and current. Right, so என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படின்னா இந்த டிரான்ஸ்டியூசர்ன்றது ஏற்கனவே சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் எனர்ஜி டு அதர் ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் எனர்ஜி கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுறது. ஸோ இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணுறேன், டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் மெஷர் பண்ண போகிறேன். ரைட், ஸோ அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா இந்த டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் மெஷர்மெண்ட் அப்படின்றது இட்ஸ் நான் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் குவான்டிட்டி. ஏன்னா அது டிஸ்பிளேஸ் பண்ணுறது எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் குவான்டிட்டி கிடையாது. ஸோ இந்த டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் வந்து எப்படி கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி கொடுக்கும் அப்படின்னா இன் டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் வோல்டேஜ் ட்ராப்பில் கொடுக்கும். ஸோ தட் வி கேன் ஈஸிலி அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் அந்த வோல்டேஜ் ட்ராப்பை வச்சு நம்ம எப்படி பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் குவான்டிட்டி ஐ மீன் டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட்டை மெஷர் பண்ணுறோம். ரைட், ஸோ இட் கன்வெர்ட்ஸ் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் குவான்டிட்டி. Right, so one of the displacement transducer is piezoelectric transducer. Piezoelectric transducers. So piezoelectric transducer is also known as a piezoelectric sensor. Someone says it may be the piezoelectric transducer sensor. So it is a device that uses the piezoelectric effect to measure changes in displacement, acceleration, pressure, strain, temperature, or force by converting this energy into an electrical charge. Right, so our objective is we need to measure displacement. So one of the transducer is piezoelectric transducer. So piezoelectric transducer not used only for measure displacement. It is also used for pressure, strain, temperature, or force, or whatever is the deformation. So deformation we can easily measure. Right, so it works on the principle called piezoelectric effect. Right, so you will see what it is. So some of the materials are quartz, Rothschild stones, tourmaline. So these are some of the piezoelectric material. The quartz is commonly used because they exhibit the moderate piezoelectric effect and having moderate mechanical strength among these three piezoelectric substances. So quartz is commonly used to measure parameters. Quartz. Right. So again, the piezoelectric transducers are using the piezoelectric effect of piezoelectric material. So piezoelectric effect na enna modala theriyum. Right. So piezoelectric effect na enna appadina if you supply the electricity ஒரு electricity supply பண்ற அப்படின்னா or voltage and cost supply பண்ற அப்படின்னா ஏதாவது deformation ஆகும் ப்ராடக்ட்ல. So that is called piezoelectric effect. So if you supply the electricity in piezoelectric material, electricity or voltage வந்து நீ supply பண்றீங்க ஒரு piezoelectric material, the piezoelectric material தான் it may be the quartz or tourmaline or etc. Right? So if you supply voltage to piezoelectric material, then the piezoelectric material gets some deformation. Right? So some piezoelectric effects வந்து it will exhibits. Right? So voltage கொடுத்தேன் அப்படின்னா piezoelectric material இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா it will give some deformation. So நம்ம இது என்ன பண்ண போறோம், இது ஆப்போசிட்டா பண்ண போறோம். So I have a piezoelectric material, right? Piezoelectric material. So அந்த piezoelectric material நான் எதுக்கு டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் பார்க்க போறேனோ அதுக்கு மேல ப்ளேஸ் பண்ணிடுவேன். And then I'm connected with piezoelectric material ஓட voltage வச்சு I mean ஒரு voltmeter வச்சு கனெக்ட் பண்ணிடுவேன். Which means if the object what I'm going to measure the displacement, நான் அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா it will gives some force to the piezoelectric material. Piezoelectric material என்ன பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா voltage drop it will give. So இதான் என்ன சொல்றோம் அப்படின்னா inverse piezoelectric effect. Right? So you want to clear one thing. So piezoelectric effect in the sense if the material should be the piezoelectric material, first thing. So if the material should be the piezoelectric material, if I'm applying the voltage to piezoelectric material, then the material gets deformation. It may be deformation, it may be the stain or variety of factors. Right? So அப்போ என்ன அர்த்தம் அப்படின்னா நான் ஒரு மெட்டீரியல் வந்து நான் கொடுக்குறேன் அப்படின்னா எனக்கு அந்த piezoelectric மெட்டீரியல் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும், எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு டிஃபார்மேஷனை கொடுக்கும். அப்போ நான் எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறேன் அப்படின்னா piezoelectric மெட்டீரியலில் நான் எதுக்கு டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் பார்க்கணுமோ I will connect piezoelectric material to that particular equipment or object. So if the object is deformed or displacement ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா it will give the signal to the quartz. But இது displacement ஆச்சுன்னா எனக்கு quartz deformation ஆகும். So this deformation will change the voltage drop. Voltage drop பண்ணும். So அந்த voltage drop வச்சு I can know that I can measure how much displacement is happening அப்படின்றதா piezoelectric activity. So the piezoelectric material undergoes mechanical deformation under the applied electric field. This is called the inverse electrical piezoelectric effect. Right? So conversely, the mechanical deformation piezoelectric also gets the voltage. This is also called positive piezoelectric effect. So positive piezoelectric effect means if the material gets mechanical deformation, piezoelectric material gets mechanical deformation, then it generates the voltage. So on the voltage measure பண்றது மூலமா I can measure the displacement. Again, this one is the indirect measurement. So I'm not directly measure the displacement. So நான் எப்படி displacement measure பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா indirect way, which means the voltage is directly related to the displacement. Right? So in terms of voltage, I will convert voltage as the voltage to displacement value. Right? So this is called a positive piezoelectric effect. So from positive piezoelectric effect and voltage changes, we can measure the displacement. Right? So this is the working of basic piezoelectric transducer. Right? So we have a sensor unit. This one is a sensor unit. This one is the charge amplifier. The sensor unit is coupled with the charge amplifier. Right? So we have a capacitors over there. Right? So we have a capacitor. So here we placed our Q. Q stands for quartz metal. Quartz. So quartz is one of the piezoelectric material. It is coated with the silver and it is placed on the object. Right? So if the object gets deformation, then the quartz also causes deformation. So it will generate the voltage. That voltage is transferred to the charge amplification unit and it will show as a readable format. So based on the output what we got, we need to measure the displacement. So on output base panni our displacement measure pannu. So here quartz crystal coated with the silver is used as a sensor to generate a voltage when stress is applied on it. A charge amplifier is used to measure the produced charge without dissipation. Right? So we have a charge amplifier here. We have a charge amplifier. It is used to measure the produced charge without dissipation. So the quartz will generate the voltage. That voltage is amplified or magnified with the help of charge amplifier. So, to draw very low current, the resistance R1 is very high, right? So so we fix the resistance at R1 is very high. So the capacitance lead wire that connects the transducer and piezoelectric sensor also affect the calibration. So the charge amplifier is usually placed very near to the sensor. Again, the charge amplifier it's another factor, right? It is another factor. I said transducer. So transducer is a combination of sensor as well as other factor. Processing unit. ஸோ சென்சாரையும் இந்த சார்ஜ் ஆம்பிளிஃபையரும் லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸில் வைக்க முடியாது. வச்சோம்னா என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா இட் மே பி வோல்டேஜ் ட்ராப், இட் மே பி பாசிபிள் டு ட்ராப் வோல்டேஜ். ஸோ இன் ஆர்டர் டு அவாய்ட் திஸ் வி கீப் sensor as well as charge amplifier on very close or very near to very near வச்சுக்கிறோம். So in piezoelectric transducer, when mechanical stress is applied, the proportional electrical voltage generated, which is amplified using charge amplifier and used for calibration of applied stress. So எப்படி மெஷர் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா quartz it is coated with silver and it is coupled with the charge amplifier. This unit we say as a sensor, this unit we say as a processing unit, right? So the distance between these two, sensor as well as charge amplifier, should be very minimum. If it is large, the distance between these two is very large, then we may got some voltage drop. So in order to avoid we will place very near to this sensor and charge amplifier ரொம்ப க்ளோஸில் வச்சுருக்கோம், ரைட்? ஸோ இப்போ குவாட்ஸ் வந்து நான் ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் எது மெஷர் பண்ண போகிறோம் அதில் வச்சுருக்கேன். இஃப் த குவாட்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட், குவாட்ஸ் வந்து எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் டிஃபார்மேஷன் வருது அப்படின்னா டைரக்ட்லி ப்ரொபோர்ஷனல். ஸோ டிஃபார்மேஷன் இஸ் டைரக்ட்லி ப்ரொபோர்ஷனல் வோல்டேஜ். ஸோ எவ்வளோ டிஃபார்ம் ஆகுது அதுக்கு ஈக்குவலண்ட்டாக இட் வில் ப்ரொடியூஸ் த எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி, தட் வோல்டேஜ் ப்ரொடியூஸ் த வோல்டேஜ். That voltage is amplified and we will get the output voltage. So the output voltage directly proportional to the deformation. So with this relation we can easily measure the displacement, right? So we have some advantages. So no need for an external force, so there is no need for other electrical resources or all those things. So we don't need any external force, easy to handle and use at small dimensions. So we can handle very easily. High frequency response, it means the parameter change very rapidly. So, right, so if you have a high frequency responses, right, so if you have high frequency responses, it means the parameter change very rapidly. So limitations are, it is not suitable for measuring in static conditions, right? So movement illa static irukku appadina adha displacement generally static irunchu appadina displacement irukadu. So it is not applicable for static conditions. It is affected by temperatures, right? So electricity voltage drop to one of the reason is temperatures or environmental conditions. So it is affected by the temperature. The output is low, so some external circuit is attached to it, right? So output is very low. That only for this reason only we use a charge amplifier, right? So to make readable format. It is very difficult to give the desired shape to this material and also desired strength. So these are some of the limitations. Right, so as per our class today, displacement பத்தி பார்க்குறோம். So displacement versus distance. So distance அப்படின்றது it's a scalar quantity. It is used to measure how much you covered. Displacement is it's a vector quantity. We need to consider direction also. So the direction plus magnitude, it's a displacement. So displacement எப்படி மெஷர் பண்ண போகிறோம் அப்படின்னா we have one device called transducers. ஸோ அப்போ transducerனா என்ன அப்படின்னா ஒரு form of energy is converted to other form of energy. It is used to convert one form of energy into other form of energy. That is called transducers. The transducer we have two types: active transducer and another one is a passive transducer. Right. So the active transducer we have three types. In that we are going to see only one transducer, that is piezoelectric transducer. So the piezoelectric transducer அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னா it is made by the piezoelectric material. So if the metal has a piezoelectric material, so piezoelectric material property என்ன அப்படின்னா if I am giving the voltage நான் piezoelectric material கொடுத்தேன் அப்படின்னா piezoelectric material வந்து deform ஆகும். So voltage is directly proportional to the deformation. So we are going to use this inverse. இதுக்கு inverse பண்ண போறோம். என்ன பண்ண போறோம் அப்படின்னா if the piezoelectric material experiences any other factors like force, velocity, all those things, temperature, right? So other factors, then it will convert displacement, right? So it will convert displacement. So quartz or tourmaline, these are some of the piezoelectric material. அந்த மெட்டீரியல் எடுத்து என்ன பண்ணுவேன், எதுக்கு நம்ம டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் பார்க்க போகிறோமோ அதுக்கு மேலே ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிடுவேன். ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த it act as a sensor. So the sensor our output it is very low output. I need to magnify. So I need to I am using charge amplification unit. Charge amplification use பண்ணி நான் அதை magnify பண்ணி I can read it. The charge amplification sensor பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா it should be very near தான் இருக்கணும். long distance sensor voltage drop ஆகிறது possibilities இருக்கு. Some advantages பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா வேற எந்த extra force தேவையில்லை. Only quartz இருந்தாலே போதும், it will do the process. High frequency response அப்படி கூட இருக்கலாம். But limitations பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா it is not suited for static conditions. It is affected by the temperature, so we may get some noise. Right? Thank you.